Good afternoon, lawn dogs. Today we're pressure washing this house, and I trimmed back these trees. Customers were complaining that the trees were touching the roof. So what we did is I bought a new pole saw carbon fiber from Green Thumb in Coral Springs, and they told it was expensive. It was like 400 bucks for a pole saw, but I did not need a ladder. That thing is a beast. I mean, it just cut through the limbs like fast. No ladder. And these are real tall trees. As you can see, none of the limbs are touching the roof. And all the debris, chopped it up with my machete. It all fit in the truck. The carbon fiber pole saw, it was 400 bucks. It extends 22 feet. It has razor sharp teeth. I mean, literally, with one pull, I was cutting smaller limbs. The thicker limbs, maybe 2-3 slices at a time, but I already had debris piled up at least to here, and then on top of that, chopped up real good. It all fit there also. So I mean, today's job, even though the pole saw was 400 bucks, the job the tree trimming job that I did for itself, that I did today, it paid for itself. So practically the pole saw was free. I recommend it. I'm gonna have to, man, what's the name? I have it right here. I can show you the name. I mean, it's real thick to the handle. This is about as thick as, let's see, it's probably like maybe 3 inches in diameter thick. It's real awesome. I'm gonna show you there's a little bit of dark in here. It's called the Shirel tree. I don't know if you can see that. There's the blade. It's covered up with this protective plastic thing. These things right here, they open up like this and it extends. This opens up and extends. This opens up and it extends. And these two knobs right here, you unscrew them, and you have a manual saw for some of your smaller trees, shrubs. Oh, and check this out. I love Echo. Echo makes a great product. Beautiful, cheap. I got 2 weed eaters for 400 bucks, and I needed a hedge trimmer, a long pole saw, or a pole trimmer type deal. So I bought this one. I got it on sale for under $400. And it doesn't have a manual grip or a hand grip, because you don't need one. When you're trimming bushes that are like real tall, usually we just grab the shaft with one hand, like so, and you know, we go up and down, left, right. And it's an Echo. Let me see if you can see that. I can't see it. Stupid glare. Echo SCH 266. I got my Echoes back there. I stand behind Echo. Echo is #1 for me. My first Echo was an Edger that a customer let me borrow about 20 years ago. It's actually in this community that we're in now. See, what's the story? The Echo, I was going to trim or run the edger, not an edger, but I was going to use a weed eater to do the edging of his house. And when he saw that, he was like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, well, what are we going to use, sir? That's all we have. And he goes, look, I bought this edger, and he couldn't figure, I mean, he turned it on, but he just didn't want to mow his lawn, so he hired us. So let me get in my truck. Oh, so it's nice and cool in here. So he let me borrow it. I turned it on. I used it. It worked. I used it one time, and then my dad immediately went after we used it to buy one, and that's when we got our first Echo. But my first real Echo, the motor, the casing was gray at the time, and fortunately for me, the other day I was at his house and we were going to. He was looking through. He was telling me to take some of the stuff that he had in his garage because he didn't need it. So, and there it was, the same Echo I used 20 years ago. So he let me have it. So the next time I mow his lawn, I'm not going to use it. I'm going I'm gonna store it and keep it because you know it's an amazing memory. And Echoes. As a matter of fact, I may edge his house with it because I need to know if it still works. And he said he hasn't used it since he's been hiring me over. It's been 20 years now, so 20-year-old Edger. Let's see if it turns on next week. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Thanks again, Lawn Dogs. Thank you for all the likes, for all the shares. You guys has just been amazing. Thank you for writing to me. Write to me. I'm gonna answer you. I love doing that. It's fun. I appreciate all of you. I got a new customer today, so I'm gonna go mow that lawn. Today I'm working solo. I let the two guys have a day off. I do have one guy working with me. He's the one pressure washing the house, so he couldn't get the day off. He wanted to work, so it was no big deal. But right now I got a new customer. I'm gonna go mow his lawn. $30 in and out the door. I'll probably knock that out in 30 minutes, maybe. We'll see. But thanks again, guys. I'll see y'all later.